people that we're doing work for. So what I'm defining Pattern Lab as is pretty generic, which is it's just a collection of tools to help you create and maintain this sort of atomic web design system. So here's what it is. It's a comprehensive component library, all the stuff that you need for your project. It's a pattern starter kit, lots of stuff to get started. It's this builder, right, that sort of stitches all these things together and sort of takes a lot of the legwork out of it. But it's also this viewer, right? It's sort of simultaneously this viewer to help, again, ensure that your designs are looking and functioning great across all these different screen sizes. And it's also a design annotation tool. So I'll show you sort of what I'm looking at, but first I will say what it isn't. It's not a UI framework. It is not Twitter Bootstrap. It is not Zerb. Again, I'm of the mentality that we do this shit ourselves, right? It isn't really language, library, style dependent, right? You don't need jQuery. Like Sass, cool, go ahead and use it. Like less, cool, go ahead and use it. Like vanilla CSS, cool, go ahead and use that. Again, it's this idea is that we should be creating these systems to serve our needs, right? We shouldn't be dependent on too many other things in order to get something off the ground. And it's also not meant to be incredibly rigid. Again, I've just sort of defined this methodology, but there's actually a lot of like looseness built into it, which is sort of nice. Like I'll sort of working on these projects, I'm like, is this a molecule? It's like a little bit more, but is it like a full-on like organism? And it's like, does it really matter at the end of the day like that much? No, not really. So, but again, I still think that methodology is great as far as thinking about these design systems. So here's what it looks like for the most part. I don't want to go into the browser. I've been in enough talks where it's like, hang on. Give me 5 minutes. So over the brow, like, awkwardly put it in the other window and stuff. So I'm going to do everything sort of contained, if that's all right with you. But not pretty. Again, why? Audience participation. Do that shit yourself. Right? It's not meant to give you a UI, right? It's not meant to give you aesthetic style. It's not a flat design system. You do that shit yourself. So again, we're coming back to Dave's quote of like this custom tailored to fit and serve your design